Chapter 114. Zhou Yuniang, like many others who came here, lost her life in the earthquake and became a member of the land of the An. Likewise, she also became a teammate of Chu Tiang, Qiu and Yan Yao. Because of her good personality and getting along well with everyone, and having some skills in sand, she quickly became the main force in the team and lead everyone through many difficulties. The pain in her wish was surprisingly alleviated here. So during the time without Jiang Shan, Zhou Yunian could easily participate in the physical or fighting games such as ox, tiger, and chicken. But undoubtedly, the horse type of game, the racing type, was the most suitable for Zhou Yunian. Actors in the martial arts profession are really a magical occupation. Whether the content of the race is roller skating, skateboarding, mountain biking, or motorcycle riding, Zhou Yunian knew a little bit about all of them. Her excellent balance and reaction ability made her invincible, but this also eventually led to her failure. The game of the Earth Horse was extremely extreme. The rule was that each team was given an old automatic car for the two sides to race, and the Earth Horse had 8 cards in his hand, which read throttle, throttle, steering wheel, car door, windshield, and seat, respectively. The two teams took turns to pick the cards they needed, and the referee would remove the parts that were not obtained from the car. The two participating people played rock, paper, scissors. The winner could choose the right of first pick of the cards, and the loser could choose to place his car on the inner track or the outer track. When Zhou Yunian won the rock, paper, scissors, she resolutely proposed to bet her life with the Earth Horse. At that moment, the rules of the game changed. Yi Wu descended from the sky and became the new referee. The participants were no longer the two teams, but Zhou Yunian and the Earth Horse. At that time, Chu Yangqing tried his best to use his brain and provide strategies for Zhou Yunian as much as possible. He knew that if the two sides took turns to pick, our side must get the brake and throttle. Since the competition venue was a circle similar to a playground track, a steering wheel also had to be obtained. There were 2 throttle and steering wheel cards, so the probability of getting them was high. The top priority was who could get the brake. Fortunately, Zhou Yunian won the rock, paper, scissors and could pick first. She could take the brake first and then share the throttle and steering wheel equally with the other side. As for the seat, car door, and windshield, they were all dispensable accessories and could be discarded at the critical moment. When Chu Tiangqiu's story reached this point, Tisha frowned slightly. He felt that there was something wrong with Chu Tiangqiu's strategy, but at that time, Zhou Yunian completely believed in Chu Yangqiu. She stepped forward first and resolutely took the brake. As expected, the Earth Horse took the throttle. In the second round, Yunian chose the throttle. It was thought that the Earth Horse would take the steering wheel, but the other side took the card or made everyone present at a loss. Zhou Yunian had already obtained the brake and throttle, but the Earth Horse took the throttle and card or was the card or an important part for racing. In the third round, Zhou Yunian took the steering wheel, according to the established tactics. At this time, for her, the 3 necessary things for racing were all complete, but no one expected that in this round, the Earth Horse still didn't take the steering wheel, but took the seat. Everyone present was full of doubts and didn't know what the Earth Horse's strategy was at all. If he never took the steering wheel, how would he get through the curve? Chu Tiu made a prompt decision and let Zhou Yunian take the second steering wheel. This strategy seemed to be a sure kill at that time. Although Zhou Yunian wasted a chance to choose, it made it impossible for the other side to get the steering wheel forever. At this time, the other side had no brake and steering wheel, and there were only throttle, seat, card or and a windshield left on the car. How could this car be controlled and raced? On the other hand, Zhou Yunian's car had obtained the brake, throttle, and 2 steering wheels. Although there was no seat, it was definitely not a problem even if she drove squatting in this case. The two people completed the modification of the car under the supervision of the referee. Yu Nian randomly picked up a wooden box from the ground and put it on the car as a seat, and the race officially began. On a circular track, the Earth Horse chose to place his car on the inner side of the track and Zhou Yuniang's car was on the outer side. Generally speaking, the inner track is shorter than the outer track, so this choice was understandable. Zhou Yuniang stared intently at the front. She knew that the other side couldn't turn the corner. Now, as long as she got through the first corner, the game could be declared a victory. With Wishwan Wu's order, the two stepped on the accelerator. Yang Qiu, speaking to this point, had cold sweat on his face. Tisha, I was wrong, he murmured to himself. If I had known that such a thing would happen, I should have changed the strategy. To win a racing game, there are actually two methods. First, reach the finish line first. Second, lose a driver. Obviously, the Earth Horse chose the second method from the beginning. He didn't need the steering wheel and brake at all. Although the two were neck and neck in the straight area at the beginning and the Earth Horse's car also closely followed Zhou Yunian. Zhou Yunian's car had brake. Normal people would choose to slow down when turning corners if the car had brakes, but the degree of abnormality of the Earth Horse was beyond everyone's imagination. Because he chose his car to be on the inner track, Zhou Yunian would definitely pass in front of him at a certain moment when turning the corner, and the Earth Horse bet all his chances of winning on that moment. Although Yang Qiu had understood this point, after all, he was too far away from Zhou Yunian and his shouts couldn't reach the other side's ears at all. When Zhou Yunian passed in front of the Earth Horse stepped on the accelerator to the bottom. The two cars crashed into each other with a loud noise. Since the Earth Horse's car had a windshield and a seat, he didn't fly out of the car immediately at the moment of the collision. Instead, he hit his head on the windshield. 这是这个骗子 pieces and his horse head was instantly torn and bleeding. Yu Nian didn't expect the other side to directly crash into her at the cost of his life. The whole person was suddenly staggering in the car and was also hit and bleeding. But after all, she was from the martial arts profession and quickly recovered from the chaos and turned the steering wheel sharply. This was Zhou Yunian's last chance. As long as she got through this corner, the Earth Horse could only admit defeat.